All right, let's talk about it. If you're tired of that cycle of being broke and stressed out, there's one big milestone you really need to focus on: making your first $10,000. And in this explainer, we're gonna lay out the exact roadmap to get you there. You know, this isn't just about the money. Hitting that first 10K, it's proof. It's you proving to yourself that making money is a skill you can actually learn. It's not just some game of luck. And believe me, once you've done it once, you've got the confidence and the blueprint to do it over and over again. So that's the big question we're tackling today, right? We're gonna walk you through the exact blueprint a self-made millionaire would use if they had to start all over again, from total scratch, with zero money and no connections.
All right, so let's dive into the first 10K challenge. Honestly, most people make this way harder than it needs to be. It's so easy to get distracted by all the hype, all the promises of getting rich quick. But the real path, it starts with a smart, strategic hustle.
So first things first, forget about day trading or jumping into crypto just because you heard your buddy got lucky. Seriously, those things require a ton of cash up front and, let's be real, even more luck. When you're just starting out, what you need is a hustle that has a really low cost to start and, this is the most important part, puts cash in your pocket consistently.
Okay, so what kind of hustle actually fits that bill? Well, when you cut through all the noise online, there are really only 4 main business models to choose from. And picking the right one, yeah, that's absolutely critical.
So this cable here kind of breaks down our 4 options. You'll see each one has different strengths and weaknesses when it comes to things like scalability, how much profit you can make, and of course, how fast you can get paid. Let's dig into each one.
First up, we've got in-person services, things like personal training or car washing. These are amazing for getting paid right away. I actually did this once. I went around rich neighborhoods offering to wash cars. My trick? If their garden was perfect, but their car was filthy, it was almost always an easy sale. But the downside is pretty obvious, right? You're stuck in your local area, and you can only work with one person at a time. It just doesn't scale.
All right, option 2, local products. This can be a super fun passion project, Think handmade crafts or maybe baked goods. It's creative, it's fun, but the reality check hits you pretty fast. Most of what you earn gets eaten up by the cost of your materials, and your customer base is just tiny. The amount of work you put in for the profit you get back, it's often just not worth it.
Then there's option 3, taking your product global with something like dropshipping. Now this opens up a huge customer base, which sounds great, but here's the trap, and it's a big one. Your profits don't actually go into your pocket. For the first 1, 2, maybe even 3 months, every single dollar you make just gets plowed right back into buying more inventory. You're just stuck in this endless cycle of restocking.
And that brings us to our 4th and final option, online services. We're talking about things like copywriting, video editing, or managing social media for businesses. Now this model, this is the sweet spot. You get the global reach, just like with products, but you get these incredible 70 to 80% profit margins of a service. And that money, it goes straight into your pocket, right from day one.
So let's be real. If the goal is to make 10 grand as fast and as efficiently as you possibly can, the choice is crystal clear. Online services, hands down. They offer the best combo of speed, profit, and scalability for anyone starting out. It's just the smartest path to hitting that first huge milestone.
All right, awesome. So you've decided to offer an online service. But now what? How do you actually turn a basic skill into a real $10,000 income? Well, that's exactly where the skill pyramid comes in.
So what is the skill pyramid? It's a simple 4-part framework, and mastering each one of these parts is the absolute key to breaking through those frustrating income ceilings. Seriously, if you miss even one of these, you risk staying stuck, working your tail off, but never ever earning what you're truly worth.
So the 4 elements are positioning, leverage, reach, and automation. Think of it like building a house. It all starts with the foundation. And in this case, the foundation is all about how you position yourself in the market.
Okay, positioning. This one is huge. The crucial shift here is to stop solving small problems for regular people and start solving big problems for businesses. Why? Because businesses have bigger budgets. They just think about money differently. Spending, say, $2,000 is no big deal for them if they know it's going to help them make even more. This is all about putting yourself where the money is already flowing.
Next up is leverage, and this one requires a really important mindset shift. You have to stop charging by the hour. I mean it. When you charge by the hour, you're just an expense on a spreadsheet, something for them to cut. Instead, you need to charge for the result you deliver.
As soon as you can show them that your work is actually making them money, boom. You're not an expense anymore. You're a valuable asset. And your earning potential, it just became unlimited.
All right, now let's talk about reach. Look, you don't have to spend all your time chasing clients if you can just make them come to you. Take this story about a graphic designer. He was just posting his work on TikTok for fun. It wasn't even a side hustle. But his stuff got so much attention that his inbox just flooded with client requests. The lesson here is simple. Put your work out there. Even if you're just starting, you'll create opportunities you could never have predicted.
And finally, we have automation and reliability. And listen to this because it's so important. The people who get paid the big bucks, they aren't always the most talented or creative geniuses. Nope, they are the ones who are incredibly organized and reliable. They never miss a deadline. They're just effortless to work with. Seriously, using a simple tool like a CRM to keep yourself organized can instantly make you more reliable than like 95% of your competition.
Okay, so you follow the blueprint, you put in the work, and you hit your $10,000 goal. First of all, that is a huge achievement. But listen, the mission is not over. Not even close. Now it's time to turn that income into long-term wealth. And guess what? That requires another massive mindset shift.
This quote right here, it says it all. The rich see their income as something to spend. The wealthy, they use it to make even more money. So forget the fancy cars and designer clothes, at least for now. Your number one focus should be putting every single dollar you can back to work, making more money for you while you sleep.
So, how do you actually do that? Well, here's a simple way to think about it. The investment risk scale. We'll start with the safest options and work our way up to the highest risk. Getting a handle on this is going to help you build a balanced portfolio so you can grow your money intelligently. Every good portfolio starts with a safety net, right? Something like a high-yield savings account. Then you need an engine for long-term growth, and that's where index funds come in. These basically let you own a tiny piece of hundreds of huge companies all at once, like the S&P 500. And historically, they've returned over 10% a year on average. Pretty cool. From there, you can use individual stocks to bet on specific companies you really believe in. And finally, maybe you put a small slice into a high-risk asset like crypto. It has the potential for huge rewards, but you definitely have to approach that one with caution.
So there you have it. We've covered the entire blueprint. We went from choosing the right hustle to scaling it up with the skill pyramid, all the way to investing your earnings for the long haul. Now, all that's left is for you to take that first step.
You have the framework now. You know the best path to take, so the only question left is a big one. What high-value problem are you going to choose to solve for a business? Your journey to your first $10,000, it starts with that answer.